We thank you for your presence and wish to assure you that this meeting will not be long, so you can resume your campaigns and other activities towards the 2023 general election. We assured leaders of political parties that the Commission will regularly consult you with a view to bringing you up to date on the preparations for the election. Let me therefore start with the issue of polling units. You may recall that in 2021, with your support and that of other critical stakeholders, the Commission successfully expanded voter access to polling units 25 years after the last limitation exercise in 1996. Consequently, the number of polling units increased from 119,973 to the current figure of 176,846. At previous meetings, we also briefed you on our efforts to redistribute voters to the polling units in order to avoid the congestion that made voting cumbersome in many of them nationwide. This requires the redistribution of voters to new polling units in proximate locations. Where they are separated by distance, this must be done after consultation with the voters. This has been done by our state offices nationwide. However, there are 240 polling units without registered voters spread across 28 states and the Federal Capital Territory. They range from 1 polling unit to 12 polling units in each state and the FCT, except Taraba and Imo states with 34 and 38 polling units respectively. No new registrants choose the polling units and no voters indicated interest to transfer to them during the last continuous voter registration exercise, mainly for security reasons. This means that no elections will be held in these polling units. In our avowed commitment to transparency, the Commission is making available to Nigerians a comprehensive list of these polling units by name, code number, and their locations by state, local government, and registration areas. With this development, the number of polling units where elections will hold nationwide on 25th February 2023 and 11th March 2023 is now 176,606. Hard copies of the list are included in your folders for this meeting. Above all, Nigerians deserve the right to know the locations of these polling units. Accordingly, the soft copy of the list has been uploaded on our website and social media platforms for public information and guidance. Once again, I wish to state that there will be no voters in these 240 polling units. Election will not hold in these polling units, and we have made the details of these polling units available to all political parties and to all Nigerians, as we'll upload the information on our social media platforms immediately after this meeting. Now, closely related to the distribution of voters is the identification of polling units. From the feedback we received from our officials and accredited voters following the recent nationwide mock accreditation using the beavers, it is clear that some voters could not easily identify their polling units. This must not happen on election day. Consequently, the Commission is advising voters to confirm the locations of their polling units through a dedicated portal linked to our website. In addition, all voters who have been assigned to new polling units will receive text messages from the Commission indicating their polling units. We have also compiled the register of such voters, and our state offices will give it wide publicity, especially for those who may not have provided their telephone numbers during voter registration or those whose numbers may have changed. Voters can locate and confirm their polling units before Election Day by sending a regular text or WhatsApp message to a dedicated telephone number. Details of the simple procedure will be uploaded on our social media platforms shortly. As you are aware, we have less than 2 weeks to the 2023 general election. The Commission is finalizing the issuance of 1,642,386 identification cards for polling agents and collation agents nominated by the 18 political parties, made up of 1,574,301 polling agents and 68,085 collation agents. I urge the chairman and leaders of political parties to ensure that only agents accredited by the Commission and wearing the correct identification cards appear at polling units and collation centers during election and electoral activities. A situation where 2 or more agents claim to represent a political party, resulting in commotion at polling units or collation centers, is unacceptable. Only identification cards issued by the Commission will be recognized on Election Day, and violators are liable to arrest and prosecution for impersonation. Turning to the ongoing electioneering campaigns, the Commission is concerned about violent attacks on supporters of political parties across the board, resulting in extensive damage to property and even the loss of life in some cases. Let me once again appeal to chairmen and leaders of political parties to continue to call your candidates and supporters to order. I also call on the security, intelligence, and law enforcement agencies to arrest, investigate, and prosecute anyone involved in violent conduct, including incendiary statements capable of inciting the public and causing a breach of the peace contrary to the provisions of the Electoral Act. Once again, I welcome you to this brief meeting, and I thank you